Did I mix up the numbers?
What do you mean by mix up the numbers?
Mm, I should. I should. What really went wrong with it? Oh, okay. Cause this one here. I don't know.
Okay, so what's our goal? What's our goal? What's our goal?
To get the S by itself.
The S by itself. Okay, so what did we do in our first step?
What did I do in first step?
Uh-huh.
This one.
Yep.
This one.
Yeah, so why did you choose to add 55?
Because it was a negative.
Yeah.
Reverse it. Should be subtract, right?
So this is fine. Adding this is, so if you wanted to remove this from this side, that's fine.
Right.
So I'm gonna kind of leave this all here. So what you did is like legal. What you did, you can totally do what you just did.
What is this, Z?
That's a 2. These are 2s.
Okay.
Okay. So I wanna emphasize that what you've done is legal mathematically. You can totally add this to this and this to this. 22 plus 55 is 7. But realize this side of the equal sign, it just kind of disappeared. Like, so we want to make sure that doesn't disappear. So negative 55 plus 55, what's that?
Negative 55 is
Plus 55.
negative. Give me a second.
Sure.
Negative 55 plus 55. 0.
0. So this 0 actually still needs to be here.
Why should I bring the 0 now?
So the 0 needs to be here because we can't lose what one side of the equal sign. So typically when we don't bring down zeros, it's because it's like it'll end up being s plus 0, which just equals s. But if you ever are on one side of the equal sign and you get this down to nothing, you still need to write the 0 here because we don't want to lose the other side of the equal sign. We need to show that the equal sign is still here and this side is 0. It's not being added to anything else. Because normally when we don't write the 0, it's because it's s plus 0 or it's like 10 plus 0. Like, we don't need to write the 0 because it's like 10 plus 0. But here the 0 is not being added or subtracted to anything, so we need to represent that this side equals 0 now.
Okay, I get it now.
Okay, so now we have... Do you kind of see why this isn't a helpful step?
It's not a helpful step.
Yeah, so it's legal, you're allowed to do this, but can you see why maybe it wasn't the best idea to do this step?
Because this will add up to be more.
Well, look, we didn't actually get s by itself, did we?
Yeah.
We took the thing on the opposite side of s and moved it, so we still have s minus some number.
So what should I do?
What do you think you should do instead?
1.
So our goal is to get s by itself.
Oh, the 22.
Yeah, we need to move the 22.
Because it's right by that.
Yeah, it's not that you can't do this, you can do this, and you could finish and solve the problem. It's just not, you're going to have to do more work this way because you're moving things to the wrong side because you want to get s by itself.
So why would I do the 20? Why would I start the 22?
We want to start with the 22.
Because it's right by the S?
Yeah, because it's on the same side as the s, right?
Okay.
But do you want to try to finish it out this way? It's actually not too much more work.
Let's go. Can I just do like... Can I just try to figure out the other way too?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Can I just do both?
Yep, we can
And
do both
see
ways.
where it goes
Yeah.
and stuff?
So let's think about here. We have 77 minus s equals 0. So how do we get the s by itself?
How do we get the S by itself? I thought I got it by itself.
No, it still has a 77 minus s.
77 minus S?
Uh-huh.
Just minus it,
All right.
right?
Go ahead and show me what you mean by that.
Oh, no. Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me try to figure out. It looks kind of strange. It's just things are flipping around. I could just divide it.
So
Just divide it by... Can I do this by 77? No, 1, negative 1, and then 77. That's not negative, right?
So you can do that. You are allowed to divide both sides by -1.
This is out.
So this does not cancel. Absolutely not. 77. Go ahead and put in your calculator. 77 divided by -1.
No, I put it another one. Time it by this, and this cancel out.
But these are on opposite sides of the equal sign.
Oh, okay. So I can't do that, right? There's no way, right?
That's not a legal thing to do, no. Because you're multiplying on 77 on one side, but not the other.
Can I do this then? Like, multiply it? Negative. Like that, and then... Or no, I got it all backwards. 1, and then... something like that, and then just cancel it out from there.
So you are going to cancel out your s's, but then you have no s's left. And we want to solve for s. We don't want to get rid of s.
Okay. Another solution is to multiply it.
So what's happening between the 77 and the s? What's happening?
77 subtracting negative s.
Yeah, okay, so we have 77 minus s. So how do we usually, when things are being subtracted, how do we usually move things to the other side?
How do we move things to the other side?
Yeah.
Oh, all we do is take out the s and put a 1.
So...
Right? Or we could just flip it around.
what do you mean by flip it around?
Like what I'm doing, like negative s and then the 1 or something like that. Reciprocal thing.
So we don't really have any fractions right now. So let's go ahead and erase everything but the 77 minus s equals 0. So let's just erase everything else so we're not getting confused about what's in the problem.
Okay. Erase everything?
Yeah, so erase, you can leave this, but erase the bottom line below it.
Okay.
So we don't need these -1s.
See, that's the confusing one. Okay.
Okay. And actually we don't need these either. Let's get rid of these. Okay. So what we did so far is we did plus 55 to each side. And we got this side was 0, and this side is 77 minus s.
Okay.
So we want to get this s by itself, right? So we need to somehow put this s on one side by itself. So here we have some number being subtracted by a number, by a variable. We have 77 minus s. So we basically need to move one of these to the other side.
Move one of these to the other side?
Yeah, because we want to get s by itself, right?
So put it right here.
To the other side of the equal sign. Because we're trying to solve for s. We're trying to get s to equal something. So we need...
Oh, so you put the equal here, and then the s right there, and then...
So how do we...
No, the 0 right there, and the s right there, right?
So how do we usually move things to the... How do we usually get s by itself?
Do we have to do a certain formula?
We have to, like, we basically need to, like normally we, like, add, subtract, multiply, or divide. Yeah. So how do we... So we have a thing being subtracted. We have 77 being subtracted by s.
Correct. You put 1 into it, right? Can we or no?
I mean, you could put a 1 next to this s if it helps you think about it.
Yeah, we could just put 1. Right there.
Okay. Maybe the 0 is throwing you off.
The 0 is throwing me off.
Okay. What would you do if this was 3? What would you do if this was a 3?
If that was a 3? If that was a 3, I would subtract it.
So
by-
why...
Subtract it by 3.
Okay. What about if it was... Put the 0 back in. What if it was written this way? 77... Okay. 77
Yeah, I'm kind of confused on that.
minus s equals 0. Okay. What if it was written this way? What would you do?
Okay, if it's written that way, I would, let me see. subtract the 77.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So what I want you to realize is writing it. These are the same exact thing. I just switched what side the equal sign each thing
It's
was on.
confusing.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start. We're gonna start writing more problems this way, just to get you in the habit of being able to see. It's not always. There's stuff on this side and sort of like the one answer on the right side. Equations are fluid, right? This side just equals this side. So as you solve more problems, there may be more stuff on the right side than the left side.
Correct.
And that's okay. And if it helps you, you can switch what's on the left side with the right side. But it might just be better to get in the habit and start feeling more comfortable with the idea that
I don't like that look.
you don't like that look. Well, you can always switch it, like, right? So notice what we did is we just took this 77 and we just picked it up and put it over here. And we took the 0, picked it up, put it over there. So you can switch what side the things are on the equal sign if you move everything in one big clump. One of the reasons I want to avoid that is because that's just another place you can forget a equal sign or switch the order on something accidentally. So it is legal to switch the sides. You just need to be careful that you're not changing the order of anything.
Okay.
But it might also be helpful just to start trying to do problems like this and feel more comfortable with it.
Okay.
All right. So let's go ahead and do that, right? Let's go ahead and subtract. Yeah.
So, and then I put it with the 0.
Yep.
77.
Yep.
You know, this cancel out,
Yep.
right? This will be, it'll cancel, it'll be a 0, right? No, it'll be negative 77.
That's right.
So negative 7. And then this will be, bring down the S again?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I get this one. I got it. This one, I could divide this now
You totally can. Yep.
by 1. Negative 1. Okay, cool. So this cancel out. X. Negative 77 divided by negative 1. 77.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay. So, I know this is going to sound unusual. I want you to just do the same thing you did, but do it on this one.
Do on this one?
Yeah, just do it on this one, just to kind of start getting the feel of solving it from the other side.
So
Good, good.
cancel out.
Yep.
Cancel out. This will be negative 77.
Uh-huh.
So negative 77. The equal. What's that? Just S.
S, yeah, negative S.
Let's go ahead and erase this. It's confusing me now.
Okay.
Just cancel out. So S.
Uh-huh.
Can I flip it now?
Yep, you can flip it now if you want.
So not X, it's S.
It's easy to do that.
So it's S equal 77.
Awesome. Way to stick with this problem.
Say again.
Way to stick with this problem. I know it got kind of frustrating there for a bit, but yeah. Good. So the great